by Alpha 1 for certain Castle Siege
It's
testing.
small.
We did, yeah, it's very small. So it's like maybe 1/4 of the size of an actual castle at launch. Um, and there will be a lot more, inner corridors and rooms and multiple portcullises and gates and stuff like that. We have shown in the past a little bit of the destruction physics of castles, so you won't see that in this video. We're just kind of taking you around and talking a little bit about the castle system for especially those of you who are new and might not have received a lot of information about castle sieges. That's kind of what this video goes over a little bit.
Right, switching over to that.
Hello everybody! Welcome to another video. We are recording here not live. This is pre-recorded. It is Thursday, August 27th at 5:53 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am joined by Tiny Toast, the
Greetings.
tiniest of toasts currently, and also by Leperzo, not Leperza, Margaret Crow.
I changed my character, and my other character's name is Luperza, so here we are.
So we just wanted to kind of showcase a little bit of the castle implementation. We're just going to take you over near the castle and talk a little bit about it. You are still on the Alpha Island, but we are hoping to get castles online for some activity in Alpha 1. We're just going to kind of run around and show off the castle at its current state, which is owned by NPCs because no players have taken it. Yeah, want to head over there?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yee.
Just watch out for the mushrooms. There's a few of them on the way.
Oh, are there some mushrooms?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Can we, like, cook them? Capture them?
Saute them.
That'd be awesome.
Ooh. We had stuffed mushrooms last night. I put it in the food channel.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That looked really good.
It was pretty yummy. I like how you're on
Will
that
players
scale
be
runner.
able to create stuffed mushrooms?
The
That's a
scale
good
runners
question.
cracks me up. Well, the my you're on too is really funny.
Oh, the,
Yours looks
Desert
so
mount.
majestic with its long legs, like a gazelle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
Meanwhile,
gazelle.
me.
Your legs are so funny.
So up here you can see one of the castles, probably those of you guys who participated in the Apocalypse testing recognize this castle in particular. This is a bacon constructed castle. This is a little bit smaller than actually the size of the castles and how they'll actually be in the game at launch. But this kind of will be more facilitating smaller battles, I think, in Alpha 1. But initially, as probably most of you are aware, before players do actually take castles, they will be owned by monsters. So this one is currently owned by monsters. And basically how it's going to work is guilds will be capable of signing up to attack these castles. And, we've kind of talked a little bit about this in the past, but the guild that signs up to attack, multiple guilds may do so. They're going to initially be fighting these monsters and killing a raid boss that'll be kind of in the center of the castle. And what we're thinking right now is that in order to initially take the castle from the NPC control, rather than using the normal sealing mechanic that's cast on the center relic, instead the raid boss will be essentially killed by the number of players out there, and the highest contributing damage to the raid boss for the initial capture of the castle will be the determining factor for the guild. We're going to test this, obviously. We have a couple of other ideas as well. The whole purpose of Alpha and the betas is to test these ideas and see how they play out. Now, there's a lot of stuff outside of just killing, the raid boss that's important to take a castle. There are objectives in the interior of the castle, specific waypoints that you want to capture, and this will aid kind of in progressing to the raid boss eventually. But let's dismount and see if we can head in. I know we're only 3, But whoops.
I believe in us.
Yeah, I think we might be able to.
We'll have to use some GM hackery probably.
Yeah, I think the three of us combined with the tiny might of Tiny Toast and the strong staff of Luperzo, we could potentially do this. Let's see.
I mean, you can see your reflection in my armor.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I love that
Pretty
armor.
majestic.
I like the little plume on top, actually. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like waving in the wind, though. Like the physics is a little messed up on the weighting.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. All right, let's head
That's
in
where all
here.
your ideas come from.
Yeah. So you can see there, kind of interior. Like I said, this is smaller than what would normally be the castle size, but the relic is kind of exposed there. The raid boss isn't present at the moment. These guys are, they are elite mobs. So normally you would have a party, a full party, that would be fighting these dudes.
Whoops.
Yeah, these guys are strong. We are cheating a little bit, by the way, or at least I'm cheating. You can see the other party members have a few hundred hit points. And I bumped myself up.
I'll give you some mana.
Oh, nice. Did you give me mana?
Now I give you mana.
Oh, the mana friendship.
There's a lot of smoke. A lot of fire happening right now.
Yeah. Get two mages in here.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Let's switch into action, or actually, let's see. I'm gonna train the room.
It's trying to kill us.
Oh, I have a lot of hit points. You guys, let's see. Oh no. Oh god.
Someone's on my butt.
Oh, there's like little flowers in here. Wait for it. Okay.
Oh no, he reset.
These guys are all
Where'd you
reset.
go?
I kind of ran into the center. I was seeing whether or not the
Ooh, I'll follow you.
boss had spawned yet. Where's the?
Here I come.
Yeah, let's come with me. Another important thing to note, by the way, I think we need a full group for this stuff, but another important thing to note is, you know, during the siege, these gates will be closed, the portcullises will be closed, all of the walls are destructible. You guys have seen some of the destruction videos in the past, kind of how this stuff happens. But players will be able to come prepared with siege weaponry. They'll have trebuchets. They'll have the ladder things. What are those things called? I can't remember now. Towers, the siege towers that they can utilize. I'm just kind of running around out here.
We're trying to kill this thing.
Oh no, you guys are gonna die for sure. But yeah, we're aiming to have some of the basic castle functionality present for Alpha 1. Those of you guys who I don't know if we showed actually any of the castle siege testing in Apocalypse, but
He froze me.
oh, how'd he freeze you?
I've been blocked.
Oh, he's an occultist.
He is. He's got some of the same moves I do. Throwing them back at me.
Probably gonna make him leash. It's a good thing I cheated and put my health up a little bit.
Yeah.
What are some of the favorite sieges you guys have participated in the games you played?
I've really loved Warhammer Online's PvP and Dark Age of Camelot. Like, both of those were probably my favorite experiences.
For me, I think this may actually be the first time where I'm participating in large-scale siege PvP personally. So I am super excited to jump in and test and try out all this stuff with you guys.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. You've
Or
never
it might
done
have
large-scale
been-
sieges?
back in like, if we're thinking of Ragnarok Online, I think had some sieges. But that's probably the last time I did. So kicking it back old school.
We're in a circle around this thing. Ragnarok Online, yeah, that's pretty cool. I also enjoyed Warhammer Online. That was a great game.
Yeah, I didn't care so much for the PvE content, but the PvP content I really liked, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, it was. I liked the arenas that they had in Warhammer Online.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun to me.
And some of the way that their abilities worked and stuff like that. As a tank, I thought it was really cool how I could like take the damage for somebody else and stuff like that. It's really neat.
Yeah. Another important thing to note about castles in Ashes is that they actually, we should be facing the camera. There you go. Let's go like
Ooh,
that.
okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Get close, smile.
Yeah. Another thing to note about the castles is they do
Too close, Toast.
have
Too close.
a lot of trophies for the guilds that manage to take them and keep them. As a matter of fact, the benefits for holding a castle actually get greater the longer a guild holds on to its castle. So each cycle, which is a 30-day cycle before it gets sieged again, the benefits of the castle get stronger. They exert control and pressure over the region, one of the 5 main economic regions they exert control over. They can levy taxes against the nodes under them. They can establish essentially the quote-unquote king's presence or queen's presence within the node system that grants benefits to the citizens that are under its rule. And they can have special relationships established with the mayors as well to help participate in kind of building up the nodes that spawn around the castle, these castle-dedicated nodes. They're not tied into the structure of the general world node structure, but they're kind of dedicated to helping to build up the castle's defenses and the economic benefits that come along with owning the castle. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little insight to one of the castles that is going to be present in Alpha 1, and we'll see you guys back on stream. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. So it seems like y'all liked that and enjoyed it, and you got a little Toast cameo in there. She always cracks me up. I know there were a few comments and concerns in regards to obviously the difficulty of that, because as Steven said, you're going to have to like break down gates. You're going to have to like kind of progress and push. It's not going to be that easy. We're just kind of showing like, yeah.
Just to be clear, when we were running in there, so when the castle siege occurs, it'll be different than what you saw there. That's just kind of in its unowned state. If there's no owner, there will be little monsters, and you can kind of go in and fight on the off siege time when it's not siege time. Then when siege time occurs, guilds will have a week period of time where they can kind of register and come and attack. And during the 2-hour-long siege, that's when everything changes. The portcullises go down, the gates go down, you'll need siege weaponry. There's going to be specific objectives within the castles that you'll have to conquer, and then there'll be, if it's an unowned castle, it'll need to have a raid boss at the center that kind of gets fought for. Attackers can fight each other during that experience. It's going to be a contesting thing. Once the castle is owned by a guild, that's when the supporting castle nodes start to come online and spawn each week prior to the 4th week castle siege. And they'll have to form alliances. They'll have to get support. They'll have to get resources. They'll be able to allocate funds that have been collected through taxation in order to strengthen the defenses, as well as hiring additional NPC mercenaries, that type of thing. So there's a lot of systems that go into the castle sieges. Really, we were just kind of showing off the castle itself and kind of running around and the little monsters that are present there. So.
Yeah, and the AI is not finalized either.
It is, it's all kind of populated for the level ranges that we're going for right now, and only really populated for group content. These will actually be raid level stuff, so you're going to need really large raids in order to kind of take these things from the NPCs who live